I'm Rainbow Johnson. And it was sealed for a number of years, and some had lost, the old administration had lost the combination. So they had to break into it, and when they broke into it, there was a treasure. Dad went to Cumberland and brought a TV back on his shoulder. He rode a bus down to Cumberland and brought a TV across the swinging bridge to our street. It was the first TV on the street. We had people standing around the walls, sitting in the floor, sitting on the couches and chairs in their living room, and we had two windows on the front porch. And people were all around the windows looking through the window when they got that station tuned in. When they told us that, we'd never been out of the city of Benham. Didn't have to go nowhere. It scared us. We said, let's go back home. Take us back home, Dad. My father worked here in the mines for 42 years. International Harvester built it. They built the hospital, the theater, the schools, the churches.
Little to remember when we used.
I remember that.
Where are you going?
I'm going to International Harvester Day in Benham, Kentucky.
Well, you can get off with your tractor because you're there.
I'm here.
That's right.
Look.
This is Benham, Kentucky.
I'm not
And-
left-handed, but the gear's over here on the left.
Yeah.
It's just guys for
Yeah.
the brake. I don't
Well,
know.
you got room for pasture.
I
over
would
there.
absolutely love to ride me a tractor.
I'd have rode up here
This
with you.
is neat.
I rode up here with you if you used brand
This
new
could
tractor.
be addictive. I would love this. I'd go plow my field, and I would have me a ball loving that. Except that heat would get to you. You'd have to have a little top on it.
Yep. Now, folks, this is Benham, Kentucky, as I was saying, in northern Harlan County, and it is the town the International Harvester built. International Harvester needed coal for their steel production, and they found a rich seam of low sulfur coal in Harlan County at Benham, and they built this town to attract miners. It had movie theaters, hospitals, you name it, it had it. Schools.
Right here's the hospital.
Yeah, there's a hospital. Right there. And this time every year, they celebrate International Harvester Day in Benham, Kentucky.
Check this out and see what this says.
Are you ready to check it out? Hey, you're right. We'll check it out by telling them the story of Benham, Kentucky. Hey folks, this is a brand new exhibit about the story of this wonderful historic little town, Benham, Kentucky, and they're going to tell us about it.
Well, you know, we've got a history of coal here and the production of coal. It probably saved this whole country, if you want to know. These are the roots of International Harvester. All the coal that was mined here was shipped to Chicago, and that's where they created the war machine to win the wars that we went through. Plus, it's just a great community to grow up into. I've been here for all my life. My father worked here in the mines for 42 years, and myself, I worked here 15 and a half years before starting another business of my own. But I'm proud to illustrate all this history that people have born and raised here and told their stories about growing up in this small town.
And anybody want to know about the history of this town and see it, and like you said, personal stories about it right there on the wall, is anytime City Hall is open, this is open?
Yes, sir. It sure is. Anytime, you're welcome to come on in and visit with us and be a part of the town and know the history of it.
Hey, they make you welcome up here.
Yeah.
I recommend anybody comes by here, if City Hall's open, take the time to come in here. They got some real, and like you said, those plaques on the wall there at the bottom is personal stories.
That's personal stories of people that's born and raised here and what they remember of the town, which was a captive town. The International Harvester built it. They built the hospital, the theater, the schools, the churches, the youth centers and things like that. Everything that a family needed was right here because of Harvester.
Is that the hospital across the road over there?
It is, and I was born and raised in a hospital with my siblings.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for sharing it with us. This is a wonderful town. Harlan County should really be proud of it.
We appreciate you being here with us.
All right, thank you, sir.
These good people right here are from Missouri.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, Missouri.
Oh.
Yes. Andrew Dawson and his wife.
Welcome to Harlan County.
Yeah, yeah.
We try to make folks feel welcome. Occasionally we whoop each other, but we try to make visitors feel welcome, don't we?
But this is the thing that Harvester need to be aware of, the past company, and what it meant to us. This company really went way on above to take care of their employees.
Benham was like the Cadillac of coal camps, wasn't it? It was had everything, and the people lived really good here. Probably.
Oh, it was a fabulous place. Yeah,
they probably had the best lifestyle as anybody in Harlan at the time.
We had the best doctors, nurses, things like that. School teachers were hard in here. They had their facilities across from the school. It was amazing. It was amazing. And the programs that they created. But of course it was based on company and religion and family.
Yeah,
sure was.
Didn't they even bring like ministers in too? The company did. So
I remember they'd bring people in to talk at the theater, and we'd have shows. We'd have Hollywood people come in. The company would pay Hollywood stars, like country and western stars would come in here and had horses that bring in here and everything right in the theater.
Wow.
It was amazing. As a kid watching that happen, it was good. I tell a story. First technology come into our town. My dad went to Cumberland and brought a TV back on his shoulder. He rode a bus down to Cumberland and brought a TV across the swinging bridge to our street. It was the first TV on the street. Well, it took him and a couple of workers that worked in the mine, electricians and stuff, Walter Carroll, Tim and Cobb, and my dad, James George Johnson. They hooked that TV up. Well, we had people standing around the walls, sitting in the floor, sitting on the couches and chairs in their living room, and we had 2 windows on the front porch. And people were all around the windows looking through the window. When they got that station tuned in, we watched Roy Rogers and Dale Evans or whatever cowboy show on that night. So it was amazing and I remember things like that.
Well, it's hard for younger people to understand what a big deal that was.
That's a big deal.
Yeah.
Big deal. Another one I talk about, we didn't have to have cars. Nobody had a car here. You didn't have to have a car. You just walked everywhere you went. It was just a small community. But the first car my dad bought, he come driving up in the yard. Didn't have a driveway, he just had a yard. He just drove up in the yard with a 1948 Nash. I don't know if you remember a Nash, but the doors opened up and he pulled up and he was so proud. He's so proud. He had his arm out there and he had that big steering wheel, and that steering wheel was probably that big around, And he said, Leela, get the kids, we're going to Cumberland. Cumberland's 3 miles down the road. But when they told us that, we'd never been out of the city of Benham. Didn't have to go nowhere. Well, we thought we was going to New York City. And we went to Cumberland and we got down there and there's people walking the streets and bars were open and people were hollering and cussing, probably, going on. Lights were flashing. It scared us. We said, let's go back home. Take us back home, Dad. It was too much for us to handle.
Cumberland was big back then.
It was big. It was big because all the stores were open. All the theaters was running. These lights were flashing. And, oh, gosh, it was amazing. But it was different. We wasn't used to that.
You was ready to go back to Benham.
Yeah, we just wanted to go home. Go back home. That's right. But it was an amazing place, and we're proud of it. We're proud of it, and my whole family looks at it. We went different directions. I thought about leaving, but I know where home's at. My brothers and sisters, they know where home's at.
Wow. Yeah. And your name is?
I'm Rainbow Johnson.
All righty.
Yeah.
Well, you certainly know the history of your town.
I do. Like I say, I'm 77, and I know it well.
I hope I'm feeling that good at 77.
I worked here, and it was an amazing place. And I told these people, what my experiences was, and it was just something there. It was right for us. It was for us. Right place to be. It's a home generation plant. We generated our own electricity for underground mines and all the homes. And this is a boiler plant where steam was produced to heat the houses. all the heat was piped right to the house. For the schools, the commissary, the church, the hospital, all had radiators in their buildings to heat.
That was
And
piped from that
that
boiler
was company
plant.
heat right there. Now these are coke ovens. Coke ovens were all along the banks over here and up the upper part of, to create coke to ship to Chicago to build steel.
All right.
Yeah. I was on the mine rescue team at West Scotia.
And that's your father right
Yeah.
there.
George,
Really?
James George Johnson, yeah.
Aw.
Now when he left the team, I went on the team in his place.
Well,
Yeah.
So you was on mine
Mine
rescue.
rescue team, yeah. Yeah. I'm actually in the museum over there for life.
well, that
Over
is
there,
great.
illustrated, the last year of mine rescue in 1985, my team members and my trainers illustrated over in the museum, out there in the front where the trophy case is.
Well, I've seen that.
Yeah,
I've seen
yeah.
that. That's you.
That's us. This was a vault that the International Harvester had. This was the company office. And when the train come in, these armed guards would get off the train carrying these big bags that contained the money to pay the coal miners for their co-production. And it was in $2 bills. And when I was about 6 or 7 years old, I remember the men lining up down the street in the back road here, walking up to the pay windows, and they would come out when the miner announced his name and number. They would come out with his payroll, and they had it counted out right here. And there was usually 3 or 4 women in here counting the money out according to the miner that made that payroll.
In $2 bills.
In $2 bills.
Wow.
And that
So-
was after script.
This
That was
is
after script.
this is actually
And
a
then later
vault.
on, they came with the checks. They came with a check then. They done away with the $2 bills and started paying in checks. But yeah, this was an enormous place, and it was sealed for a number of years. And some had lost. The old administration had lost the combination, so they had to break
wow.
into it. And when they broke into it, there was a treasurer
Of $2 bills.
No, not $2 bills. Not $2 bills. No, it was a treasure of maps and
Oh.
city government papers and people's names that
Oh, wow.
years past. That all of a sudden you got to have memories of.
So
people
yeah,
that-
it's like opening up
yeah, yeah. But
Yeah.
This was
Time capsule.
This was a big
So
thing.
I'd say this room is pretty solid.
It's solid. It's about that thick. The walls are
Concrete
big.
floor.
Yeah,
And-
well, you can
yep.
see the difference right here. This is how thick the walls are.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
So when you open it up, it wasn't $2 bills. It was all this
It was
stuff
all
that was like a
history
time
and-
capsule.
It was like a time capsule.
Better than $2 bills.
Wow, that's way more better than
And
$2
her
bills.
family, like I say, their mother and dad, they run the credit union here, and she was an office worker at International Harvester. And what he done, he was head of the credit union. When the men needed money, he would loan them money, or they could invest in the credit union through the company. Well, this is his family, and they contributed to this illustration here of the credit union and the association with the Friends of Benham.
Wow,
Friends of,
there's a lot of history here.
there sure is. Well, I went to school with these people right here.
Oh, that's
This
amazing.
is Joe Hearn and her husband, Constantine Curris. They're from Lexington, Kentucky. And this is their son, Robert.
Wow.
They all worked this thing up, and it's turned into a good
Folks, this room is solid as a rock.
Yes.
You couldn't get out of here if you had a good sledgehammer.
No, you're not getting out here.
No, you're not gonna this thing.
No, you ain't getting out either.
Just make sure that door stays open over there. I got claustrophobia.
I think they fix you where it's still open. Yeah.
Yeah, that door
What
closes.
leg y'all here?
I am too. This is just
Yeah.
amazing.
You know, look at that.
Look at
This is where the old ballpark used to be down here, and this is when they first started building the homes.
wow.
Yeah. Each thing was really put together.
Well, I'm so glad y'all got this completed now. It's warm today.
Yes, it is. It's a hot day and it's coming evening. There's only about an hour and a half of the festival left, so I hope we're not too late. There's the car show.
Maybe playing some music, so.
Yeah. And folks, you know, if they're playing music, I'll either just talk loud, won't show the music, or I'll pull the music off and stick some other sound
there's
on
only so much talking loud you can do. We can't be
well, I usually just pull the,
so you better start talking loud. It's a very popular
No,
song.
I'll just pull it off and put some other sounds.
Okay.
Wow, they got a lot of stuff down here in the park, don't they?
Yes. Got a lot of activity for the kids.
Yeah, very kid friendly.
Oh yes.
Not YouTube friendly so much because they're blaring some really loud music up there, but
They
we'll
got
work around
some,
that.
little rides up there.
You having fun?
Yeah.
All right.
I'd have more fun if I was the one driving the tractor. I just want to ride. I just want to drive one so bad.
We don't. What the tractor would?
Yeah, church did. We're not wrong.
Said, hold on. A minute.
Have you rode that one yet? Enjoy
your ride?
I did.
I did
Nice
too.
slow ride.
Fantastic. It's our friend Micah Turner doing what he does, photography and video.
You ready to go home?
Yeah, I believe I'm ready to go home. I didn't bring my ride with me.
I've
there
got the
extra
ride
seat
right
on
here.
there?
I'm ready to go.
Well, folks, we're ready to go home, like my wife said, and she's back in her ride. And we're giving a ride to our friend Micah Turner, who we met up here. We're going to head home. We thank you guys for visiting the International Harvester Day in Benham, Kentucky, the town the International Harvester built. Said that all at one time and didn't mess it up, I don't think. At any rate, thank you guys. Hey, Micah, it's always a pleasure to see you. Y'all check his channel out, Real Fan Micah Turner. Hopefully, if I do it right, there'll be a link right there if you're on a mobile device to his channel, and we'll put a link at the end screen too. Thank you, folks. What do we say at the end of these videos before we drive off on our old farm aisle tractor? Bye. God bless you, folks.
See y'all in the next one.
You're welcome to come on in and visit with us and be a part of the town.